Two guys ran a hunting channel, filmed their own poaching, and uploaded it. 40 guilty pleas. I took 1 week off. Look what happened. This is the Saltlick Weekly Recap. Try to keep up. Biggest thing I posted in 2 weeks, and it is beautiful. 2 Ohio men behind a channel called Creek Kings Outdoors just entered a combined 40 guilty pleas. Hunting without permits, hunting without landowner permission, illegally possessing deer, failing to check harvested animals, with an investigation running from 2019 all the way through 2024. And here's how they got caught. Ohio DNR watched their videos. That's it. That's the entire investigation. These boys filmed the crimes, edited the crimes, and added music to the crimes, and uploaded the crimes to a public channel with their own name on it. Somewhere there's a game warden who closed a 5-year case from his couch in sweatpants. 40 pleas. Not 4, 40. And then, the same 2 weeks, I ran a poaching case out of Alabama that went the complete opposite direction. This guy used multiple vehicles, shot at night, left the scene, came back 6 to 10 hours later in a different truck to collect the deer. Warrants turned up 7 more firearms and 15 racks. That man ran actual counter-surveillance Tradecraft. The other 2 made up highlight reel. Same crime, and only one of them thought about it for more than a second. Meanwhile, Arkansas finally did the thing hunters have been hollering about for 30 years. If you're 16 or older and you want to hike, birdwatch, paddle, or camp on a game and fish wildlife management area, you now need a hunting license, a fishing license, or a $10.50 conservation permit. Hunters and anglers have paid for that ground for decades while everybody else strolled in free. $10.50. That's a sandwich. And a guy in the comments laid the whole thing out better than I did. Hunters fund the WMAs, everybody else enjoyed them for free, and he's fine with it so long as the money goes back into the resource. I just replied, well said, because what do you even add to that? Man turned up the complete thought on Facebook in this economy. Louisiana is opening more alligator hunting to non-residents, and somebody asked whether you really pay $350 just to enter a lottery you'll probably lose. Yeah, you do. Then a Florida guy jumped in to say ours is worse, 272 resident over 1,000 non-resident. Which forced me to admit something in public. You see, I've lived in Florida for over 40 years, and I've put in for a gator tag 15 straight years. 15. Never drawn one. Not one. Meanwhile, I watch out-of-state hunters get drawn like they've got a punch card. Somebody replied, and I quote, "Give us a call, get it out your system." Sir, I am trying. Now, Patagonia. In 1946, somebody turned 20 North American beavers loose in Terra del Fuego to start a fur industry, and today, there's more than 100,000 of them chewing through native forest and flooding entire valleys. Argentina and Chile are pulling whole colonies because if you leave one breeding pair, the whole thing's gonna start over. Never release foreign beaver without a protection plan. Quick ones. France. Police warned drivers about a roe deer stumbling around the road, apparently loaded on fermented fruit. Imagine filing that report. Suspect was weeding, refused eye contact, and smelled faintly of cider. The Python Challenge wrapped, and one man turned in 96 snakes, while the entire competition pulled 280. So one guy did a third of it himself, which is real impressive right up until you start wondering how many are still out there. Indiana declared open season on armadillos. No permit, no limit, kill them anytime, and the first comment on that post came from Whitetail Ranch. Too late. And posted a video arguing American hunters aren't rich, we're just stubborn enough to bleed for it. Passionate, heartfelt, real message, top comment, "What brand is your shirt? Where'd you get it?" It's Kuiu, brother, which is actively hurting my case. Alright, killing the bit. Arizona reset the clock on disabled hunters. People with permanent disabilities, now have to reapply and recertify to hold permits they already had. The disability didn't expire, the paperwork did. I get fraud prevention, I do. When a condition is documented as permanent, asking somebody to prove it again isn't a safeguard, it's a filing problem being handed to the person in the wheelchair. Post up, go read that one. Somewhere in here. Moving on, and the last thing. 4 years ago this month, Salt Lake was a folding table on my boat dock. A couple of microphones and 0 subscribers. No studio, no audience, no plan. 4 years later, it's millions of views, listeners all over the world, and a whole lot of people who show up every single day to argue with me about corn. Thank you, genuinely. None of it works without you guys. It's all on the page. Go scroll it. Go start shit in the comments. That's the business model. Real stories, real ethics, and no gatekeepers.